What's going on, everybody? Just getting set up here and inviting my good friend Amy. All right, I think the invite's out. Anyway, how you guys doing? Mike from Decor Steals. I'm here today. You might be wondering why I'm in my Christmas pajamas, and I love any chance to get in my Christmas onesies. Today's a very big day, Christmas Day, and I already have our good friend Amy Wilson's Designs here. Hey, Amy, how you doing?
Fine. How are you doing, Mike?
Good, very good. So, like I was just saying, everyone, I love getting in my Christmas onesie. Any chance I get, it's so comfortable. I live in Florida. It's like 90 degrees outside, but I don't care. You know, it's just too comfortable. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I'm kind of upset that you're not in a Christmas onesie, but I'll let you go on that one.
Well, you know what, Mike? I'm wearing my red plaid for Christmas, even though it's the end of August. And that
works too. That works too. Anyway, again, Christmas Day. If you haven't seen our site yet, Decor Steals, we have 3 big Christmas deals today, and Amy's going to show you them all up close and personal. I know how you guys love seeing the product up close. You might be wondering why are we selling Christmas stuff in August? Why not? You know, we had Christmas in July. Everybody loves it. And just a little inside tip. I look at data all the time. I'm the data guy. People have been searching Christmas, the word Christmas on our site all month long. It's our #2 search term on our site. So we just want to give the people what they want, and they want Christmas. So you can't get enough Christmas stuff. So I'm going to pass it over to Amy. Amy, I apologize. They don't let me get on with bloggers that often. So, you know, I apologize ahead of time for any weirdness or awkwardness, you know, I cause during this. But I'm going to pass it on to you to talk about our main deals because they're all pretty cool and they're all unique. So here you go, Amy Wilson.
Yeah, can you see me in your frame in the screen?
Yes.
You see me fine? Okay, before we go on, I heard a little something about you special today, Mike. Like it's someone's birthday, maybe?
It is. It is also my birthday.
Happy birthday.
So anybody watching out there, if you want to wish me happy birthday, just like this and comment.
Say happy birthday, Mike. You're awesome.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, and notice not only is it your birthday, but it literally is the end of August. And yes, I have a Christmas tree fully decked out. My basement looks like Santa Claus came here last night. So I'm excited to share with you some 3 new lovely curated pieces for your home this Christmas. Should I get started?
Let's do it.
Okay. So being that the frame of your piece is lower, just let me know if you can't see me when I go through some of this stuff. So the first items right now that we will get to would be these lovely, and I don't know if you can see this whole table decked out, but look at these lovely tin trees. They come in a set of 3. So they're thin on the top, but they have a beautiful wood base that has a beveled edge, and it has a kind of a rustic look. And then we have, can you see this closer up? So it has this gorgeous rust accent detail along all of the edging of the trees. So I will show you that one. So that green one was the tall one, and this white one is the second one. It's like Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Baby Bear right here. And then we have the cute little one, which is kind of a minty lime green. And then these are the backs. And then underneath, you see it just this top part screws into the bottom nicely. And they can work well as a set together, like on a coffee table or a kitchen table, or certainly you can place them around the house, in your kitchen. You could even, I just had the idea, you could even put the trees in a tree. So you could
Tree.
in the tree.
I like it.
Place those 1, 2, 3, like in a Christmas tree if you wanted, you know, to go really creative. But they're fabulous pieces and the quality is superb. So what do you think, Mike?
Yeah, I mean, I saw those coming up on the calendar, and I mean, they're really cool. I know we had some like rusty looking ones in the past, but I'm a fan of color, so I like that these are 3 different colors. They pop, they stand out to me. I have a couple questions for you though.
Yeah.
I know you're a big tree person, right? So you decorate a tree for every holiday. Is that
Yes,
true?
I do. Yes, I do.
I know. I saw your patriotic tree on your Instagram. That was pretty cool.
People love it. I
Um,
know, it's crazy. The family,
one of the,
they're pretty supportive.
so that's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. And the other thing I noticed, not necessarily on your Instagram, but I've seen out there on other people's Instagram, big thing is like I don't know what people call it, like in the Instagram world, but I call it a tree forest, where they have all different trees, kind of laid out in front of their tree or in front of the fireplace. Do you go with the tree forest, and would you use these for an indoor tree forest decoration for Christmas time?
Definitely. In fact, I do have a collection. I probably have about 20 trees of this scale or size. And I like
Nice.
to have different types. I don't want all the same types. So I have like yarn trees or little mini fir trees or little wooden trees. But now I can add the painted tin tree to my collection. And if I might add, if you are someone who's big into DIY, and if you wanted to have all of these trees the same color, you most certainly could unscrew this top part of the tree. I'll show you right here. You could unscrew it, and then you could place all three of them on, say, a garbage bag, and you could see how simple that is. You could, if you wanted to, you could spray them all the same color if you wanted to go that direction. What's great about it is the shape of the tree is so darling. And then there's so much texture going on as far as if you can see it, you can see how it's dented. So there is true texture on it. So you could do that. That's an option, or keep it how it is. You have options, and I, for one, love options. How about you?
Yeah, it always works.
Yeah.
Like I said, I really like the colors of these, but yeah, I mean, if you are a DIYer,
Yeah.
feel free. I mean,
yeah. I mean, you do have options, and the colors are great, and they're traditional. Like you have the green, and then the white is nice. So these will go with anything, and they'll match your trees. Just one more option for you, but they are darling. And then look, I'm trying to think of the size. So this one looks a little taller than a foot. It looks like the tree is a foot. Maybe it's like 14 inches. And the small one looks probably from top to bottom, maybe about 10 inches. So that gives you the size of the tree.
a little bit larger, actually. So the big one is 17 and a half
Oh, wow.
from top to bottom.
Is it?
Yeah, then the medium is 14 and the small is 12. So
Wow.
they're pretty nice size.
I was a little off, but I could see that. So this is the tall, and this is the smaller one. Yeah, they're great. Oh, and on the back of the green one's the white. So see, if you did want to paint, you could just paint them so they'd be solid, or even flip it around, right? If you wanted it flipped around on your counter. But they're beautiful as they are. So I'm not saying you need to do that. But I do know quite a few DIYers would say, oh yeah, I want to jump at that. Like I know a woman who has a pink tree. So she has all of the decor in her home is pink. Well, she might be interested in spraying those pink.
Yeah, I've been seeing that for Halloween stuff out there now. They have some weird colors out there. Some
actually,
not traditional Halloween colors.
Get these for Halloween and spray them black. You could do.
Yeah.
You could do that. I just like to give a lot of options to my viewers on so many different ways to style each piece. So that's
all right. So that's the third deal today.
Trees.
I don't have anything else about the trees. How about we move to the next deal that you have?
So what I'm going to do, I'll move them here on the side. So what I'm going to do next, because I have these 3 items styled here in my family room, I'm going to come and slightly move. Well, not yet. I'll do the wreath last, but I'll go get the sign. So let's see if you can. There you go. Okay, right now, can you see this, Mike?
Yeah, it's a little far away, but we can see it.
Shows you how
Might want to bring it close.
I styled this gorgeous sign on a shelf. Okay, are you able to see it close up now?
Yeah. Yes.
Isn't this, it's so vintage looking, isn't it gorgeous? I love it with the black background, and it is screen printed in the white with the trees, since we're doing the tree theme, correct? And I love the font choice. They did the I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas, and they have the 2 different fonts. And it gives kind of this elegant, whimsical style for the sign. And then if you'll notice, the frame is kind of a rustic, I think it's just a basic pine. And then there are 2 hooks on the very back, 1, 2, that you could hook on the wall, or it works great as a resting decor piece too, as you saw me just simply put it on my shelf. But it'd be great in a grouping on a mantle. The size is nice that you could put it under your kitchen shelving, put it on the counter against the wall, against the backsplash. And it's just, I was so excited when I opened the box. I was like, ooh, this is really a magical Christmas piece. And because it's just simply the black and the white, it's pretty neutral. So it can go in any home.
Yeah. Now, are you a fan? I don't know where you live. Do you get snow during the winter?
Oh, yeah. So I live in northern Utah in the mountains.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
We get
so you are a fan of White Christmas.
Yeah, we get so much snow. So this White Christmas thing is real. And it's just magical.
Yeah. I don't get that anymore, unfortunately. I live in Florida now, but I did live in Pennsylvania. We had, not tons of snow, but, we had our share of snow. And, I do go back up for Christmas time, so it's always nice to get a little snow while I'm up there.
Yeah, that is nice. I love Florida. In fact, I was there just a few months ago with my family, of course, to Disney World. And I say the weather is so beautiful there that you can do without the snow if you get that beauty all year round. You're a lucky man.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I especially don't mind shoveling the snow. So we're driving it.
That's the worst. My driveway is quite steep, so it's just really, quite frankly, a pain in the neck to shovel the snow. But we do get a good Christmas often. Once in a while, you won't get snow on Christmas, but everyone wishes for it. And usually we're okay. We're going through a big drought right now, so I don't know if we'll have a snowy Christmas, this December. Let's hope. But this picture will bring in those snowy vibes, whether you have snow outside or not. It's just such a classic, vintage-looking piece. Do you have the dimensions on it? Because it's fairly wide.
So the dimension on that is 22 wide, 13 in height, and 1 inch thick.
Yeah. So see, it's pretty thin. It is fairly wide, and then 13 inches tall. I'll bring it up close again if you want to see some more of the detail. Do you see that? It's just lovely.
I like how you had it pictured, the pictures you sent in for our website. If you go on our site, decorsteals.com, you'll see that sign. You styled it with some of our cowbells that we had for Christmas in July.
Yes.
And if you're a fan of Saturday Night Live, you know that you can never have too much cowbell.
This is true. This is true. And you can't have too many Christmas decor items, correct?
Of course, or trees, or signs, or wreaths.
In fact, when was it, 2020? After COVID, when COVID was going really quite strong, I do work for our television station, KSL Studio 5. And so since I couldn't, they were keeping people out of the studio, they actually came to my house. And I had 15 trees decorated throughout the house. And so they went through and highlighted all of the trees, and we went through all of that. So when you say you can't have too many trees, you're right, you can't. We really do. We do it big over.
Love it. I love it. Love it. All right. How about our main event? Let's go to the wreath.
You want the wreath. Okay, let me go put this.
The wreath. Everyone wants to know about the wreath.
The wreath. Now, can I just say, Mike, I have looked for years for a large enough wreath that doesn't look dwarfed above my mantle, or even I have a king-sized 4-poster bed, and putting a normal sized wreath that you find in the craft stores, it just dwarfs it. So watch this as I move the camera over here, just so you can see it up on the wall.
All right, the main deal of the day, our gigantic.
It's gigantic. Isn't it gorgeous? Okay, I'm holding my phone. I'm holding my phone on the tripod, as I'm moving closer to it. And we can point, and then I will actually take it down and take it apart so you can see some great features. But notice here the velvet red bow, and it has some gold trim along the edges. Notice also the red berries throughout. Notice the groupings of the pine cones. And then, of course, they actually have two different types of the greenery. So they've got that style, and then they've got that style right there. And it is, if you stretch out the greenery, it's about, I have 40 inches. What do you have?
Yeah, that's what we have, 40 inches. Yeah, it depends on how you, fluff it up,
Yeah.
but, it should go to around 40 inches in diameter.
Yeah, it's 40 inches, and it is incredible. So what I'm going to do, I think I'll put this back where it was, and then I'll take this off of the wall, and I'm going to take it apart, and you're going to say, you're going to take it apart. I'm going to say, yes, because it's actually two semicircles put together. So I'm going to put this back here, and I know that light, that is a Decor Steals light, by the way.
Oh yeah, I was going to mention that. I was, again, looking through your Instagram, you have a lot of our products.
I have so much, and it's fabulous. I'm a Decor Steals home. Okay, I'm going to take this off and bring it down. See how huge it is?
Is that the biggest wreath you've ever seen?
It is huge. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the camera back. And you tell me if this is a good placement for me right here. Does that work?
I think so. We might not get the whole wreath in here, but yeah, we can see some of the detail within it.
Okay, you can still see me?
Yeah.
Okay.
So before you take it apart, I just want to give some background on this. So this wreath is humongous, obviously. It was designed for like a double door, but obviously you can hang it, like you said, over a mantle. If you have a big wall space or something in your house, it's perfect for that. But again, it was designed two pieces for the double door, so you can actually have it on your double door, and your doors can still open because it comes apart. It's pre-lit. I think you can see the lights, in the video here. Just battery operated. It has a timer, and it's suitable for indoor or outdoor. So again, you can use it on your front door if you have a double door there. You have a double door inside, whatever the case may be. It's a waterproof battery pack, and again, many options. Like you said, you like options. Many options to use this throughout your house.
Yeah. So let me show you here, because you were talking about the battery packs on the back, and then I'm going to take it apart and explain how you could put it on two double doors in an entry. So here's the pack. Can you see that? And this teeny little button right there, that just turns it on and off. And then like you said, you have it on a timer. Each pack, as you said, is waterproof, and it holds 3 AA batteries. So that's for you to know there. And then what I'm going to do too is, I think the easiest way, can you see this little section right here? I don't know if you can see it. Okay, there's this, and it's the same thing on the bottom, and it comes with a little twist. Is this a good placement for you to see what I'm doing?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, what I'm going to do, I tighten them a little tightly. Here you go. Okay, so it comes with these 2 screws that you just simply, thanks for being patient. Thanks for being patient. I almost got it. You have the option, if you want to have it as a single wreath. There we go. Okay, so see that? That's how you screw in the metal, what do you call them? Brackets? Pieces? I don't know. So now I'm going to take the last one off up here. Thanks for being patient. So I'll explain why you would want to put it on 2 doors. So I saw the picture that came with it, and imagine 2 doors with one huge wreath on the center. So if you're driving down the street, you see one big wreath on the door, but it's actually 2 halves. Do you see that?
Yeah.
It's two halves, two semicircles placed on each door, but as the two doors shut, then the wreath shuts together. Now, I don't have double doors on my home, so then I figured this enormous wreath is going to look great over my mantle or my bed, because I do remember when Studio 5 came to my house and I wanted a wreath above my bed, and the wreath just looked too small. I would have liked to have had this wreath, to be honest. So it's a good one. Okay, I'm still unscrewing this back of this bottom portion of the wreath, if you're wondering what I'm doing, if you just came on. So there you go. And I just have one more to do. So it is relatively simple. It doesn't take too long. Now I tighten this one so much. Okay.
Yeah, like you said, it's all about the options. So I mean, if you want it separate, then that's why they come like that. But if you want it together, like how you have it, you want it a sturdy wreath. So that's why we have the brackets and everything like that put together. So it doesn't look like it's a two-piece wreath.
Right.
You see it up on your mantle, it looks like it's just a giant one-piece wreath.
Yeah, and might I say, in my last house, I had vaulted ceilings. So if you had vaulted ceilings above a fireplace, any regular wreath, it's just too small. But this wreath would be perfect because it is that 40 inches. Okay, do you see? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it around here. So if you imagine, if you have double doors, this is the wreath for you. Don't look anywhere else. Like, this is the one. And I'm going to hold it up. So imagine two doors in your entry opening up like this. So you have the two semicircles on each door, and then when it comes together, it is a whole circular wreath. Notice the battery packs on each side, right there. For the new viewers that have come on, the battery packs are waterproof, so they're great outside. If you had a huge, in years past, I put a huge wreath on my railing in front of my porch. With kind of a swag of the greenery, and it looks stunning. So I could use this outside and not worry about it. So that's.
And I'm gonna go with that. I actually have a double door. Yeah, so I have a double front door. So that might have to be an option for us this year as well.
Yeah.
We usually go with two little guys, but this looks pretty cool.
This is because then you don't, because often you see on double doors, sometimes you see two smaller wreaths on the
Exactly,
doors,
yeah.
but this gives you the option to have this enormous wreath right on that double door in the front. Or like I said, it's perfect if you have vaulted ceilings above a fireplace, and a little teeny regular sized wreath just looks so small and it just doesn't look quite right. But this wreath is perfect for that space or above a king size bed.
Yeah, now, I never knew a two-piece wreath existed until I saw this one. So I did a little search, and I did actually find one online. The problem with that is, it's a very similar wreath, and it was $100 more than our wreath. Yeah. So if you want, you want something this size, this type of wreath, very similar to something out there, $100 less than what's out there.
Well, and that's something that Decor Steals is known for, is you feel like you're getting a steal, a bargain, because I know you guys research so much to get the lowest price you can. And I appreciate that as a consumer. And I know that my followers do. So yeah, this wreath, if you're even thinking about it, but because of that, I don't think it will last long in your inventory. I think it will actually sell pretty quickly.
I agree. I agree. Yeah. Now, I have a personal question for you, all right?
Yeah.
How many wreaths do you own?
How many
Don't lie to
do
me.
I own?
Don't lie to me.
That is a question. So what I have, oh my goodness, I have several wreaths for every holiday. So I have a large walk-in closet in one of the bedrooms upstairs that all the kids have left. Now I'm an empty nester. Can you still see me if I sit down?
Yeah.
Okay. And so I've taken over that long closet as a wreath closet. And
Okay.
I have nails and hooks all over the wall of this closet that might be like 15 feet long. So I have the wreaths from the ceiling down, down about
So,
a yard
needless
out.
to say, you have a lot of wreaths.
I have a lot of wreaths, but I do not have a wreath like this. I mean, I'm so thrilled because even if I go to the local, craft store, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, you name it, I'm not gonna find this. Like this is
Yeah, you're not finding.
yeah, I'm not gonna find. I've looked for years. I've been doing this for decades. So when I saw this, I thought I am so excited about this particular one, and it's gonna be something I'm just gonna keep for years and years. And if you wanted to, you could exchange or add the ribbon. If you wanted to have a different colored ribbon, you certainly could. You could, if you were doing a kind of a more neutral Christmas, you could change out the ribbon to a more neutral look if you wanted to, or you could add to it. But it's just so, like I said, options, right? Options.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you actually answered my next question. Where do you put all these wreaths? Because since I moved to Florida and I joined Decor Steals, we've been getting into more, home decor, obviously. And now we have, quite a few wreaths, at least one for every season. But, now they're stacking up and I don't have an empty closet to throw all this in, so I don't know where I'm putting them.
You know what I might suggest for you, because I do have the closet. What I've seen is on your wall in your garage, if you take all your wreaths and kind of line them up, you can hang them. I should probably hang them on hooks, but I just get really long, sturdy nails that are about that, good 3-4 inches long. Hammer them in, and then I just put all the wreaths up. And then when I want one, I go take it off, use it, and put another one in its place on the wall, and then, I'm good. And I recycle through them. But would you have room on a wall in your garage?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually.
Yeah.
I'll have to look into that.
You don't, it sounds like you don't have shelving, or you don't want to put them all under your bed, right? But if you
Yeah,
get
exactly.
them, and actually so they don't get smashed, having them just placed vertically on your garage wall is going to keep them looking the best. Now, the one issue is garages sometimes get dusty and dirty. So you could get a clear, larger bag and put each of them in the clear bag, but then hook them on the hook so you can see through, because the clear bag is transparent. So then you could see through to your wreath inside, and then you simply take it off or put it in like your, garbage bag, black, hefty garbage bag, and hang all of them and then have tape on the front that is labeled. So that would keep your wreaths dust free and keep them on a vertical surface hanging up so they don't get smashed and dusty. And then because you hang up your lawn care, pieces like your broom or your shovel, you hang those up, but that's not going to take all the walls in your garage.
Yeah, no, that's a really good idea. Definitely have to try that tip out.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
would highly recommend that, because then it's not taking up any living space in your home or storage space that is so valuable to you for other things.
Good point. Good point. All right. Anything else about the wreath, Amy?
It's just that traditional green that we think of Christmas, and then the berries, they're a really pretty, they're not the bright cherry red, they're slightly muted, so they're very elegant. But like I said, if you were a DIYer and you wanted to be super crafty, using this as a base, because you're not going to find this in your local craft store. Like, getting it online through Decor Steals is the cheapest way to go. Then if you wanted to add different floral pieces, picks, or anything to it, you really could, because it is a great base. And like we said, for people who are just coming on, so we can review it, this is a giant 40-inch wreath that is basically 2 semicircles, so you could put it on 2 entry doors if you had 2 entry doors that opens and shuts. And when it's closed, it looks like a giant wreath. Or you could attach it like I have, like I'm going to be doing. They gave some little screws, and then we have 2 little metal pieces that you just attach together. So simple to do, so that I have a large wreath, which is perfect over any fireplace, especially if you have vaulted ceilings, and over like my king size bed in my bedroom. And then the twinkle lights are great. It just requires 3 AA batteries in each pack, and it is a beauty. I love it with the pine cones. If you want to add more ribbon, more pine cones, more florals, you certainly can. It's a great base, or it's great standing on its own if you want it a little bit more conservative and a little more clean, a clean looking wreath. So you have options. Do you want to go back over for new viewers the other?
Sure, yeah. And we're gonna post this live in case you joined late or you missed some of it. We'll post it onto our feed and you can watch the whole thing. Amy Wilson's Designs, again, here with us. If you're not following her, you should definitely go follow her on Instagram at Amy Wilson Designs. Beautiful home, has a ton of Decor Steals stuff, so you can see how she styles everything together. Especially these Christmas items. So she has these items you can see on her site, decorsteals.com. You can see how she styled them. You can see how she styled them with some of our other Christmas stuff I noticed in her pictures. But real quick, you already saw the wreath. That's our main deal of the day. She has the 3 trees here. That's one of our that's our 3rd deal of the day. And then the sign, Dreaming of a White Christmas. No problem. White Christmas tree sign in the background there. And that's our 2nd deal of the day, Dreaming of a White Christmas.
Perfect. I can put all 3 of these items in your home this Christmas, and it'll be so beautiful.
All right. So I think that's it. Thank you again so much, Amy, for joining.
And make sure you have a happy birthday, Mike.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. I'm feeling it. I'm getting older, but it's always fun to have a birthday.
It is. You're getting wiser, Mike. Enjoy it.
Oh, of course. All right. Thanks again, Amy. And again, we're going to post this on our feed. So bye. Have a good day, everybody.